Hey guys, it's Russ from Hit the Trail and welcome back. I think in my last video that I made when we were taking a look at something, we were taking a look at some of the Fjällräven expedition jackets with the thought in mind that you're getting ready for winter. Maybe you're planning a winter expedition, maybe you're going somewhere on holiday, maybe you're, it's endless, isn't it? You could be off to see the Northern Lights. It could be something really physical, it could be something just touristy. But it's all about having the right equipment and being prepared for the cold. So with that in mind, maybe let's think you're planning a trip. You're going to, say, Sweden, Norway, and you're going to be looking at temperatures that are, say, let's say -10, for instance, or maybe lower. I know further north you go, maybe you're going to be hitting maybe -15, -20. So with that in mind, I wanted to show you the hanwag-banks-winter-gtx boot. The reason why I wanted to show you this boot is because I think it's a really good boot. There's quite a lot of winter boots out there on the market. It's a premium boot. It's very, very well made by Hanwag, and I think for what you get, this is a really good performance boot. I've had different winter boots over the years. One of the ones I've had for a really long time is a sorrel boot, which people are probably familiar with. It's a really good boot. I don't really have any complaints about it, although I would say that if I was going to go somewhere and I was going to do quite a lot of walking, that sort of activity, then I would far prefer to be wearing the Banks Winter GTX boot than the sorrel. The sorrel, I find after I've been walking in it for a while, becomes quite uncomfortable. Not in the footbed, but because it comes up quite high, and I find it quite uncomfortable around the calf. It kind of can rub sometimes, and I also find that my socks get drawn down into the boot. Whereas this is so much more like a hiking boot. It is a hiking boot. It's based on a hiking boot. That's how it performs. So if you've ever had a Hanwag boot, maybe you've had a Tatra or something like that, or maybe you even use a Banks, you're getting all of that, but with really good winter insulation. So this is a new buck leather. So just to show you a bit closer, asphalt, so it's like a lovely grey colour. This is a synthetic material here, and this is the nubuck here. So you've got two different textures of the nubuck. The tongue is obviously fully sewn in, and so this boot is recommended to a comfort level of like -15. I think you can be comfortable in it below -15 if that's the conditions. It's got a performance winter Vibram sole, which is really, really grippy. It's good on ice, it's good in the snow. It comes up slightly higher, this boot comes up slightly higher, idea being that it's going to keep out the drafts and it's going to stop snow ingress. What else can I tell you about it? I mean, it's really nice inside. It's very warm. It's quite difficult to show you the inside of the boot, but this is all an insulated material. The footbed actually reflects the heat back up into the boot. It's Gore-Tex, you're not going to get wet inside. Yeah, I mean, it's a really good boot. I hope this is a helpful video. Let me just show you, actually, if you want to see the height of this again. So this is a Tatra. I don't have a Banks to hand, but this is a Tatra Hanwag boot, and if you put them back to back, you can just see that it's just slightly higher. But if you're comparing everything else about it, obviously slightly different boots, but so comparable to a hiking boot. Yeah, I can't recommend it enough. I think if you're going to go for a boot like this, then you're going to be very, very happy. Like I say, it's Hanwag. I've personally been wearing Tatras for 20 years, and I find them one of the most comfortable hiking boots I've ever worn. this is the Banks if you're going on a winter expedition or a winter holiday, or if you just get cold feet. You know, let's face it, if you get cold feet and you're standing on the football pitch or the rugby pitch or any of those sorts of activities, this is going to insulate your foot and it's going to keep it nice and toasty. Guys, I hope that video has been helpful. If you haven't already, maybe think about subscribing. I'll bring out some more videos soon, covering all sorts of different gear that we keep here in the store. And like I say, if you're thinking of a winter boot, maybe think of this one. Give us a like if you thought the video was good. It's great to hear, and drop us a comment if I can be of any help. See you in the next one.